Hello world, hello YouTube land. I've wanted to do this review for about 2 weeks now, but I've been looking with the album and I've been getting a little bit more out of it every time I listen to it. I've been listening to it a lot. With a lot of albums, you listen to it a few times when you get bored with it. Not this one. Right, this is the cover. There we go. How beautiful is that? It's only available on the website, by the way. Dark Gods, 7 Billion Slaves by Von. One of the best albums I've listened to in a long time. It reminds me of Burzum or maybe even Scott Walker in that. It was original. It didn't care. It was experimental. It had a concept that it followed from beginning to end, and it was a lot of fun as well. I've got a few notes here. I'll go through it track by track. Hopefully this review won't take too long. And before you're going to watch this first couple of minutes, then it was good, get it. But I'll go into a little bit more detail. Right, the songs. They Have Come. That's the first one. Instrumental. It's ominous. It's building. It's menacing. It sets the scene for the entire album. It says to you that it's saying that this is not just songs. This is going to hold together as a whole. This is an album. This is not songs. Number 2, second song, Ancient Flesh of the Dark Gods, which is beautiful, isn't it? I think that's what they used to call mushrooms. They used to, the Aztecs used to eat mushrooms to have visions of their gods. They'd actually call the mushrooms flesh of their gods to give them insights into what the gods wanted from them. Anyway, right, it builds from the first song. It's got violent guitars. It's faster. Near the end of the track, the vocals kick in. And they're black metal vocals, as you might expect, but they really fit with the music, with the riffs. They're brilliant, they're fantastic. This is a 10-minute song, but it flies by. And number 3, this one's called Hands of Black Death. Again, this one's slow building, but when the vocals kick in, it gets really hypnotic and really rhythmic. Then it gets very aggressive, and it's got this feel of pounding, aggressive and hypnotic rhythm. It's brilliant, beautiful. And number 4, this one's just called Dark Gods. Again, it's got a slow build. Then the drums explode. Apparently, I've noticed that the drums are a big issue in this one. And not an issue and a bad issue, an issue and they're good. They're fantastic. The drums are just really fantastic. Then the vocals again, and you've got the hypnotic rhythmic feel again. This one's only a 3-minute song, Dark Gods. Next song, Monster. This one, the drums kick in immediately. It links well with the previous track. A lot of the tracks, they sort of flow together. As I said at the beginning of the review, it's not this is track number 1, stop. This is track number 2, stop. They flow together. They hold together as a whole. They fit together as a whole. Sorry. Right now, I've put the note here that the album is now in full flow. That's with the track Monster. There's no more building. This is a sustained assault on the senses. We've got War What, that's track number 6. That's probably my favourite track. It's got gorgeous roars that flow with the musical riff, and I put a note here, perfect. So I'll give you a quick example of that now, right in the middle of this review. Here we go. This is War What, my favourite track. Sense of menace and aggression, but with the rhythmic pounding, and they're taking their time. They're in no rush. This is fantastic. This track. They're not gonna just blur past you like the first album. This has been thought out. This is calculated, but it's still a brutal assault on the senses. Next song, Devil Whore. This is almost like an accusation. It's I accuse. And you can make out the lyric. It's like their stuff on Satanic Blood, the first album. It's short, very fast, very aggressive. You can make out what they're saying, and it's very good. But it reminded me a lot of their first album. Next song, I Am Inhuman, which is probably the best title on the album. I Am Inhuman, fantastic. Fast, brutal, and aggressive. And the last song, Black Eyes. This is the closer for their fantastic collection. Again, like War What, it takes its time. Then it sort of builds into a contemplative, looking back at the damage caused. So it's like you've been in the battle, you've caused mayhem, and there's been terrible carnage caused, aggressive, violent acts, and now the battle's over, and you look back on the battle, and you smile at the damage that you've caused. And it's very, very beautiful as well, the song. It's very, very catchy, surprisingly catchy. I don't know if I said that before, but the entire album is something that you can hum along to. And you know, it really hooks itself in your head. It's a very, very beautiful song. And that ends the album, Black Eyes. Right, summary. Like I keep saying, this is not songs. This is an album that should be listened to as a whole. So don't just listen to one of the songs, get the whole damn album. Go on the website and order it for yourself. I'll leave a link down below so you can do that. It's a huge progression from their first album. The first album's I know it was only released a couple of years ago, but I think it's stuff that they did a long time ago when they were still, still teenagers. That album was like 2-minute songs, 3-minute songs, mostly just the drums and the screaming and the aggression. But this song is more of a, I hate to say it, it's cliche, but more of a mature look on the black metal genre. It's very, very satisfying for somebody like me. When you listen to some black metal albums, they can be quite samey. This album is not samey. It's very experimental. It's very innovative. God, I can't say that word. Like I said before, a bit like Scott Walker as well. You don't quite know where it's going, but the journey's fantastic. Brutal, aggressive, hypnotic, original, catchy, and it's an album that you can live with and discover new things all the time, like a Burzum album, like a Scott Walker album. So that's it. That's my review. Dark Gods, 7 Billion Slaves, the best black metal album I've listened to in years. One of the best just music albums I've listened to in years as well. Very enjoyable. I'll be listening to today, tomorrow. I'll probably be listening to this time next year as well. There's always something new that you can get from it, and it's got a rhythmic, pounding, aggressive feel, which is absolutely gorgeous. Dark God, 7 Billion Slaves, 10 out of 10 for me. If you like hard, aggressive, even experimental, original, thought-provoking, black metal, or just rock music, metal music, you will love this. Check it out for yourself. I'll leave a link below. Okay, goodbye.